just stood for office. I'm talking about.
Everything's doing good. It's Renee's. She's at Wayne State.
Is she going to the law?
No, she's going into. She's running track. So yeah, they gave her a good offer, so she really likes it. She wanted to be in there. Yeah, well, it's up.
Great. Senior year is just kind of going through all the excitement of the applications and trying to figure out who's going to give him the best
Right.
package on there.
Does he have any favorites?
Right now, looking to do honest, he really has to make it over. Let's just see how it works. Talk to them.
I know that's Scott's buddy, right?
You know what?
I said, Ron's Scott's buddy, right?
Oh, right there.
Right, yeah. That's. Texas, and he was going down there. Scott said he wanted to work.
I am. How are you? Good.
Seen you since the last
Hire somebody.
Driver.
Ever looked at taking the driver one day?
Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about
he's
this.
talking about that now. And he wasn't, he just just like, after looking at and doing a little bit of in size, the chemical labs, and things like
But
that.
I figured that,
Well, luckily, they were good with them, we got credits, I just switched over, and so that's what we did. Which is fine. Yeah.
So he's got the motivation for
He's
volume.
got all kinds of things he wants to do, and I don't have it. Gotta be his pace. So, Drive down. It's like she's the yards.
It's been all over the last few years. Practices tonight.
Yeah, so
they're
I mean, that kind of always.
People want to get involved.
Next year.
The other thing is it's included.
So now I got a little bit more. Yeah, like,
If I could call the Board of Commissioners meeting for November 16th, 2021 to order, please, with a pledge of allegiance and an invocation led by Commissioner Ray Snell.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we meet to serve our community. As we discuss important issues for our community, let us strive to represent all members of our community fairly and to make decisions that promote the common good. And bless our colleague, Dan Mahoney, and give him wisdom and strength as he assumes his new role as mayor. Lord, thank you for helping us accomplish our work and goals this day. Amen.
Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Commissioner Bear?
Present.
Commissioner Walls?
Here.
Kennedy?
Present.
Commissioner Duckham? Commissioner Plesky?
Here.
Commissioner Mahoney?
Amanda, I'm not going to cry tonight, but I'm present.
Commissioner Williams?
Present.
Commissioner Snell?
Here.
Chairman Chatwell?
Here.
All present.
Thank you. Look for a motion to approve the agenda. I have a motion and support. Duckham and Snell. Any questions? Corrections? Additions? Deletions? Seeing or hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign, if no. Motion carries. We have no awards and recognitions. Any communications and petitions, please present them to the clerk. We have no special orders nor public hearings. We've arrived at the first opportunity for public comment. Public comment guidelines, each individual will please state their name, and you have 3 minutes to address the Board of Commissioners. You may only address the Board of Commissioners once under this public comment opportunity and may not yield your time to others. Board members will not debate nor answer questions at this time. This is the first opportunity for public comment. Any public comment? Is now closed. I apologize, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Steve Zemke. I'm the owner of lots 3 and 4 in Randall's Lakeside subdivision. When I purchased the home and cottage commonly known as 2700 Virginia Court, the occupiable house spanned lots 3 and 4. It was always my intention to donate or remove the original cottage on lot 3 and build a garage on lot 3. I applied for both a building permit and a driveway improvement permit. I was granted a building permit by Columbia Township and a driveway improvement permit by the Jackson County Department of Transportation, permit number 2184. The Jackson County Department of Transportation recognized at that time there was already a driveway on lot 3 that could be improved. The driveway is about 30% paved and has been in continuous use since the original cottage was built on Lot 3 in the 1920s. The petitioner's survey from August 2019 shows the pavement in the alley. Columbia Township zoning officer Rick Church certainly thought the alley was not abandoned when he required me to go to the ZBA because the east end of the west end of the alley was closer than 10 feet to the west end of the proposed garage, even though the garage was 47 feet from the road. Director Klein makes some assumptions in her report to the commission. Under the current situation, she states, whether it is abandoned or not, the parties are likely to end up in court. That is an assumption on her part. I have no intention of initiating any legal action. Under analysis, she says, passing this resolution advances the county goals with respect to transportation by disposing of right-of-way that the county has no use for. What are the unintended consequences that this position poses? Whom or what body decides in the future what the county has no use for? In Section 4, alternative, I think the commissioners should wait and see what happens. What purpose for the common good does the abandonment serve? Waiting is a safe alternative for the county and does not create any unintended consequences. Bruce Cruz, the Jackson County Department of Transportation legal advisor, has publicly stated that in his position, the alley was and is the driveway for Lot 3, and there is no other purpose for the alley. We all have wants and needs. The petitioner wants the alley to increase her lot size and road frontage on Virginia Court. She has no needs. I need a portion of the alley service improved to access my house and garage. I never intend to pave more of the alley than I can need to access the house and the garage. Finally, I can find no instance where the county has abandoned a right-of-way when all adjoining landowners did not agree. Please reject this resolution. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Any other public comment?
I'd like to comment. I already brought this to the other committee. My name is Jill Secord, and I have the lot next to Steve. When he decided to build his garage, he actually gave me this abandonment petition and asked me to have it filled out. We had talked about splitting the property. He was going to put his garage in. I helped him with his variance. He was supposed to be 5 feet from the property line. He actually is 2 feet from the property line. I now have a huge water problem. I've had Bill Bendeley come over because he put in a huge retaining wall and didn't do it properly, and so all of a sudden I have mold in my house, and we actually are going to have to put some kind of a drain in. I just found this out kind of the last couple weeks. So he really should not have built a 3-car garage. He is infringing on my lot. I'm not looking at making my lot any bigger. This is my retirement property. I have pictures if you'd like to look at it. And we talked to the road commission, and they decided that we actually could abandon the property. When Mr. Zemke likes to park, he likes to park right next to my house when he's on that. So he's literally 7 feet from my house, which looks right into my living room. So I would like to maintain that we abandon the property, and then what we're probably going to have to do is put some kind of a drain in to drain the water away. And I just attended a conference with the Master Gardeners, and they talked about the amount of rain. That was the most amount of rain we ever had. Back in 2019, I never had a problem with my house at all. And he put his retaining wall in probably about June, July, and when I pulled stuff out of my closet in October, I had mold. And so I had to have a mold remediation person come over. So I believe we should abandon the property and then move forward to probably end up putting in a French drain to be able to drain that property from coming down the hill. Okay?
Any other public comment? Any other public comment? Public comment is now closed. We have no special meetings of standing committees. Entertain approval of the minutes.
So moved. Support.
We have a motion and support. Corrections? Deletions? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Duly carried. We've arrived at the consent agenda. Entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Support.
Motion and support. Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Chair.
Okay. That becomes 13A. Any other items for removal, for further discussion? Commissioner Bear?
During the Public Safety and Transportation Committee, the prosecutor put in a request for additional staff. Can you tell me why that's not on here?
That's because it's moving to the study session in December, so we can continue to understand the financial needs.
Okay, thank you.
Agreed then, and the prosecutor agreed to that.
Very good.
Next questions. We ready to vote? We have a motion and support on the amended consent agenda. Madam Clerk? Thank you. Consent agenda as amended passes unanimously. Standing Committee, Public Safety and Transportation, with an item added, chaired by Vice Chairman Corey Kennedy. Commissioner Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The business we'll have tonight is the item that was removed, Virginia Court Alley abandonment.
Commissioner Duckham.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Being we have opposite and conflicting stories on the abandonment of Virginia Court, I think it'd be wise right now to put it on hold or discuss it right now. I know it was approved through committee, but we didn't hear both sides of the story at that time, and I just wonder if it'd be better to talk about it now or wait till it passes and come back and revisit it.
The Administrator?
The road department has evaluated this. I would say that I also evaluated it with them, and I concur with their belief that we have no use for that. It literally is an alley to a back lot. The current owner owns both lots. As he stated, he put a driveway into his garage. It is no longer an alley. It is no longer of any use to the county at all, period. And the lots are joined, so we should just go ahead and abandon it. And then they can take their issue up with civilly themselves. It's not really, we have no dog in that hunt.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Further comments from commissioners?
Make a motion, we follow through with the abandonment.
The motion is to concur with the recommendation of the abandonment. We have a support. Commissioners, any questions to the motion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll? Or post it, whichever you're ready for. Thank you. Should be placed in front of you to vote. Motion passed unanimous. Commissioner Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That will conclude business tonight for Public Safety and Transportation.
Thank you. Standing Committee, General Government, chaired by Commissioner Duckham. Commissioner Duckham.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have appointments to fill. Currently, the Agricultural Preservation Board is all up for nomination, all the positions. However, nobody has applied. I suggest recommend we re-advertise. Being nobody applied, I'm wondering if they actually were notified. We'll make sure they're notified and take it up again next month. Second group is remonumentation peer group. 6 surveyors. We've had 3 apply, Alan Scheppelman, Michael Lodzinski, and they were both members last appointments. We have a new member, Brian Fish. He's filling a vacant position. I'd like to nominate all 3 of these and do them in one motion.
Support.
We have a motion and support for Alan Schipperman, Michael Lodowski, Brian Fish. Commissioners are to remember that we have 3 openings also, so other people who apply who meet the requirements of the remonumentation peer group can apply for this and be available for appointment in December. So noted. We have a motion and support. Any other nominations from the floor? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Duly carried.
That's all the business we have tonight, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Duckham. Standing Committee, Human Services, chaired by Commissioner Pileski. Commissioner Pileski.
There are no items for action tonight, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Item 16, unfinished business. SRI Resolution 11-21.33. This is either the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. I'm not sure which on this. I'm kind of sad, Daniel, you're leaving me with this. That's correct. So I'm looking for a motion to the resolution, please. Support. We have a motion and support. Any commissioners like to speak to the motion? Yes, sir.
Just my only comment would just be thank you to administration and our council for working on this as long as they did. I know this has been a very long-standing issue, and it is good to see before exiting that some type of resolution is being made here.
Thank you, Daniel. Any other commissioners? Madam Clerk, are you ready? Please post. I'm a yes. Resolution passed unanimously. Thank you. Any new business to come before the board tonight? Yes, sir.
I do have a resignation that I'd like to submit. Don't know if you want me to submit that now, and if that would have to be accepted by commissioners or if it would be acceptable to just read during comments.
I would be happy if you would like to read it at this time, and then we will comment
Okay.
as appropriate at this time, sir.
Absolutely. All right. Dear Board of Commissioners, I'm writing to formally submit written notification of my resignation as District 7 Jackson County Commissioner, effective Tuesday, November 30th, 2021 at 1 p.m. As you may know, I will soon be embarking upon a new journey, holding the great responsibility of Mayor of the City of Jackson. It has truly been a life-changing honor to represent the citizens of the 7th District and the County of Jackson the last 7 years. While there has been much contention, uncomfortable conversations, and disagreements over the last 18 months, and regardless of the recent attempts from some commissioners to try to discredit me both personally and professionally, my intention is that my departure from the county commission be done in a respectful, honorable, and dignified manner. There are many accomplishments that I am proud to have been a part of as a county commissioner. From representing Jackson County at the National Association of County Officials, Michigan Association of Counties, and on several boards and committees. For example, the work accomplished by our road department, supporting the purchase of several pieces of equipment necessary to replace and repair our roads. The collaboration with Michigan Works to create youth employment program, and the building of the new American One Event Center, and so much more. Upon my exit from my seat as a county commissioner, I bid you all to continue the work that matters. Remember your vote. Remember to vote your conscience, and keep in mind your decisions should not represent your personal interests, opinions, and endeavors, but should be reflective of the districts and the county you represent. For the work you are tasked with affects the daily lives of not just your own constituents, but also any and every person living in the county of Jackson. Lastly, I understand that vacating this seat prior to my term leaves you two options to fill my seat. Option 1, special election. While I believe that it is in the best interest of the citizens of District 7 to choose who they want to represent them at the county desk, I also realize this would not be the wisest use of county funds and resources. Option 2, appointment by the Board of Commissioners. While this option may be the best use of county funds and resources, this presents several potential issues and concerns. The county recently adopted a statement regarding equity and the County of Jackson's commitment to equity. This appointment is an opportunity to live those words. I will not get a vote in who will get appointed to District 7, but I have done great diligence in seeking commitment of interest from someone who lives in District 7, is willing to make the sacrifice of time, and is fully capable for the task at hand. This person holds no identified political party affiliation that I know of. She is already selflessly serving the citizens of the County of Jackson in several capacities and is highly respected by many leaders in the Jackson community. This person is Tasha Carter. Please give consideration in appointing Tasha Carter to the County Commission seat in the 7th District. She will be a great addition to the commission, a hard worker, dedicated, very knowledgeable, and skilled in several areas. And with this, I wish you good luck in your decision, and thank you, District 7, for allowing me to serve. All right, with that, I would make a motion that my resignation be accepted.
Support.
We have a motion and support with great reluctance. Is there any comments to the motion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, could you post the vote? That's fine.
Commissioner Bear?
Yes.
Commissioner Walls?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Duckham? Commissioner Pileski?
Yes.
Commissioner Mahoney?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner Snell?
Yes.
Chairman Shotwell?
With great reluctance, yes. Thank you, Commissioner Mahoney. We've now arrived at public comment. Is there any public comment? You have 2 minutes to speak to the board. Please state your name. And when you address the board, you may only address the board once under this public comment at your opportunity, and you may not yield your time to others. Jackson County Board of Commissioner members will not debate nor answer questions at this time.
Vanessa Molnix is my name. I'm here tonight to share public health information, vital public health information, information that has been censored in a way never seen before. Information that, were it available, would have saved many, many lives. It would have prevented many, many injuries. It would have reduced the cost of doing business due to employees being absent from work due to COVID. Got some statistics for you. These are CDC-derived statistics on COVID reports to the vaccine injury reporting system. So far, there have been 875,000, almost a million reports to the CDC. 875,651 reports. 18,461 deaths related to the COVID pandemic, 91,982 hospitalizations, and this is, vaccine adverse event reports. So this is not COVID, vaccine adverse events. 97,000 urgent care, 136,000, almost 137,000 doctor office visits, almost 8,000 anaphylaxis, almost 3,000 miscarriages, over 9,000 heart attacks, and over 12,000 pericarditis, myocarditis that affects our youth. And I read that's only a very small percentage of the reports of the actual injuries that occur. It's a time-consuming process. Physicians are discouraged from reporting. My understanding is that also the vast majority of these reports are coming from healthcare professionals, not the public. But keep in mind, as a citizen, you have a right to report your own vaccine injury.
20 seconds, ma'am.
Okay. It's astounding that statistics like that have been allowed to continue to be administered. There is no informed consent. One thing that I want to get in before I'm done here is that there is a group called Global COVID Summit. They held a summit in...
Ma'am, your time's up. Sorry.
Okay.
Correct, the clock was set at 3 minutes.
Take my time.
Thank you. Can I finish reading the paper, please? Can I finish reading that for you?
You cannot yield your time.
I'm not.
I know, I understand.
My name is Anna Hicks, and I'm a citizen of Jackson, and I'm going to continue because I think it's important that the committee hear whatever this is, and I would like to hear it myself. So, she said, we have San Francisco, who apparently has mandated it for 5 to 11-year-olds in order for them to attend school and to go out in public. We have lost our collective mind. I am going to make a bold statement on her behalf. I have a resource that I will share with any of you here. It is 6.5-hour Physician Global COVID Summit held in Ocala, Florida about 2 weeks ago. If you care about public health, you will take the time to listen to this entire presentation. 30 minutes a day over the next couple of weeks, and you will know everything you need to know about how to treat COVID. You will also know that 13,000 physicians have risked their careers to sign a declaration regarding COVID treatment, many of whom are well-known and very reputable, including the author of the originator of the mRNA vaccine. These are top physicians in their field, and they are risking it all for the sake of true public health. These physicians, who are part of the COVID Global Summit, have collectively successfully treated thousands and thousands of patients with COVID. How many patients has Dr. Fauci treated? I am pretty confident he hasn't seen a patient in decades. And yet we could trust a single physician over the thousands and thousands of physicians who are risking their careers in order to save lives. It's time for sanity. Please do not vaccinate the children. Do not vaccinate the COVID recovered. I will say it again, if you truly care and are dedicated to public health, you will listen to this entire 6-hour presentation. I will email the link to each one of you. I pray that the censors have not removed it before you have the opportunity to view it. Thank you.
Any other public comment? Any other public comment? Public comment is now closed. Commissioner comments? Commissioner Duckham?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to personally thank you for allowing that presentation to finish. Thank you.
Other commissioners? Commissioner Williams?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll be brief. Just wanted to again congratulate Commissioner Mahoney on his run for the mayoral seat of the city of Jackson. I am confident that Mahoney, you will continue to best represent not just the members of the 7th District now, but you will best represent the entire city of Jackson. We understand that not only will you continue to do this great work, but you have a proven track record of such work that you've done over the years, and I'm just honored to be able to, over these past 2 terms, to be able to sit here with you and work with you and be there with you in the trenches, even when that meant we had to stand alone. You continued to stand with me and I with you, and so I certainly appreciate that, and am forever indebted to you for even seeking me out in running for this opportunity. When I first ran, I had planned to run much further down the road, but yet you saw something in me that thought that the time was now. And so to be able to do that, I greatly appreciate it. I certainly will miss you, but at the same time, I know that you'll still be working together with me, as you won't be sitting next to me, but you'll at least be across the street. So I certainly, again, thank you for your work, for your time, and for your diligence thus far, and may God continue to bless you as you continue your work. Nothing further, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Pulaski?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would also like to thank Commissioner Mahoney for his service and for the great times we've had together. I think I met him when I was in the legislature and he was first elected to the county commission, and we visited about how to be effective in legislation, and that was a pleasure, and I look forward to continuing to work with Commissioner Mahoney in his new role with the city. Best of luck, and God bless you. Thank you.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. A few things tonight. First, kind of went through on the consent agenda, but I think the gentleman deserves some credit. I'd like to thank Mike Levine for his $800,000 donation to be used for the trail and trailhead improvements on the park out there in Blackman Township. Very kind of him to do so. I'd like to wish everybody that came tonight a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving with your family, and a safe one as well. In regards to the new vacancy for the position, my stance is the same. I think we should have a fair chance for everyone to apply for the position, and each commissioner take a look at their qualifications, take into consideration who actually has the time to attend all meetings and put in the necessary research to come to informed decisions, who's dedicated to the area that they live. So I hope we have a fair process like that. Lastly, I believe vaccinations should be a choice. I was very encouraged today to see my alma mater, Western Michigan University, reinstate the student athletes that they were threatening to strip their athletic scholarships initially. They fought, and their legal fees are being covered as well by the university. So I congratulate them, and I'll always stand for freedom of choice. Thank you.
Commissioner Bear?
Yeah, I'd like to add to what Commissioner Kennedy said. Vaccines should be a choice, not a government dictate. Vaccines like measles, mumps, rubella, you get one vaccine, it's good for life. You get the polio vaccine, it's good for life. If you need a tetanus shot, that has to be renewed periodically. It loses its strength. That's why tetanus shot is called a shot, not a vaccine. Well, since the current stuff they're injecting in people they call a vaccine, it's not. If you have to be revaccinated, then it wasn't a vaccination in the first place. If you get the polio vaccine, there's no chance you're catching it. You get the COVID shot, you can still catch it, you can still pass it, you can still die from it. So we need to stop these government dictates.
Any other commissioners? Mr. Mahoney?
If I could have these comments reflected in the minutes, I would just like to again say how much it has been an honor and a privilege to serve the citizens of not just the 7th District, but the citizens of the entire county. I want to thank my fellow commissioners for the ride that we've had together, and say that I'm encouraged that I will be able to be a liaison between the city government and the county government, and just briefly remind everybody on this commission that the city is part of the county. It's the middle of the county, like we're in the city right now. Darius, you got tricked into this the same way I did. And I just want to say how proud I am, man, because how fast you've been able to adapt and hold down the 8th District is really proud. So I just hope that you and also Mr. Pileski, you, whoever decides to take this seat, that you guys take them under your wings, much like John Pelagic and Julie Alexander, who were sitting to my left and my right when I first took this seat, and help them shorten the learning curve as quickly as possible, because this job is not easy. It is a thankless job most evenings, and mornings and afternoons and nights and weekends and holidays, and most people think that you can solve every single issue under the sun that lies and happens within the county, and we have a very limited scope that we can actually help. But hopefully everybody here is here to help within the boundaries. To the administrator and deputy administrator, I appreciate your guys' service to the county, to the departments that I've made relationships, to our new sheriff, to the parks, to the fair board, to every committee, to Michigan Works. I sincerely thank you. But I will not be far. I will literally be across the street, and at a moment's notice, I will come back down here on the other side of this podium if necessary or needed. My wife and my children are here tonight, and before we start a new journey across the street, I just want to say how important you guys are to you. My 5 daughters, nothing Daddy does is without you in mind. Every night putting you in bed missed, every school event missed, every opportunity that I could have been there, that I haven't been there. Trust me, it is for the betterment of your future. That is the entire reason why I am so willing to serve this community, because I know one day you girls will grow up and hopefully choose to live here or somewhere. And I just want this to be a better place if you do choose this the place for you to live at. So I want you girls to know that I love you. And hold on tight, because we're going for another ride. It's just going to be across the street. And to my wife, the same thing. Just thank you for being my backbone. Thank you for stepping with me for every move that I decide to make. Thank you for holding our household down. I would not be as confident leaving the house to do the work that I do without you by my side. And that concludes my words for the evening.
Other commissioner comments? Hearing nor seeing none, entertain a motion to adjourn. A motion and support. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, duly carried.